Hello, this is Suzanne with Sweet Tea and Whimsy. Join me today as we complete a very fun, easy, and inexpensive DIY project. Today, we will make a beautiful DIY cathedral window. And the best part about this project is it makes a huge impact. It doesn't take very long to make, and it cost, are you ready for this? Less than $4. That's right, less than $4 if you have some of the staple supplies that most of us have stored away in our craft closet. So thank you for stopping by and joining me today, and leave me a comment below to let me know if you've already tried this project. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's easy project. There's only a few supplies that you will need, and to begin with, you will need a piece of foam board. This is Elmer's foam board that you get from Walmart. It's blue on one side and white on the opposite side. So you will need 1 or 2 pieces of foam board, depending on the number of windows that you would like to make for this project. The next supply that you will need is an X-Acto knife, 2 different size paint brushes, a pencil, a ruler, a cup for mixing some paint, and in this case I believe that I'm going to use these 2 paints. One is the color Burnt Umber and the other is Beachcomber Beige. So I think I'll be mixing these 2 colors, and then you will need some white chalk paint, and of course you'll need a drop cloth. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started on today's project. First thing I did was I measured 2 inches from the edge all the way around on all 4 sides. I made straight lines to join all of those dots that I had made. So the first thing you have is a frame on your foam board so that it is 2 inches all the way around. The blue side of the foam board is because I want my finished project to be on the white side. So I felt like I might do better with making all my marks on the blue side, because I knew that I would be erasing, making mistakes and corrections, so I chose to write on the blue side. So once I had my frame for my window, I knew that I wanted 3 window panes going across, and I wanted 4 going up with an arch at the top with some smaller frames. So I just measured all of those out, and what I did is on the inside I put a 1-inch frame. So my cutouts will be larger, but in between every cutout window there will be a 1-inch frame, and at the top where I have the angles, those are a bit smaller. So it took a little measuring, and once I got my measurements, it was pretty easy to draw my lines so that everything would be pretty much equal, and that the panes would be pretty much the same size. So on this one, and I don't know if you can see my lines, but I've got my lines drawn, and you can see where I've made lots of eraser marks, and also pencil marks rewritten multiple times to kind of get this the way that I wanted it, and I really wanted to maximize this poster board and make it as large as I could with one piece of poster board. So the next step is for you to watch me cut this out, and you'll have a better understanding of how I measured out these borders and the window pane. So let's get started with that. thing the reason I'm using the brown, the reason that I'm using the projects, first you're going to need a first you're going to